Well, DC, you better work quickly here because Frankie Edgar with that patented sprint to the octagon, I know you've taken a page out of his book.
It's a wrestling thing, Jay. Wrestlers want to get down to business, and that is what Frankie Edgar is all about. He is Jersey strong to his bone. Frankie is a guy that even when it looks like he's out of it, he can continue to press forward and get the goal accomplished. When he got dropped and hurt by Gray Maynard way back before he became champion, he was able to build himself back into that fight and secure a draw. And then the second time they fought, same thing, but he was the one that got the finish. They call him the little engine that could, because you can never tell Frankie Edgar there's something he can't do.
It was about 10 years ago he won the UFC lightweight championship in Abu Dhabi. Truly one of the fighters that embraced fighting at his natural weight before it was in vogue. The answer, Frankie Edgar, back in yet another big UFC spot here tonight. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Frankie the Edgar. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Clay the Carpenter Guida.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. So here's the former UFC lightweight champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Frankie Edgar, national qualifier for Clarion University as a collegiate wrestler, but the hands have really been a big part of the narrative in the UFC. A lot of credit to his longtime boxing coach, Mark Henry. Frankie Edgar really could approach this challenge whichever way he so chooses. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. Nice body shot. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Nice crack there.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for. He passes the half.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Right to the knee on belly.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Now he's Mexican arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Submitted.
His work.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Guida. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Guida. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Nice transition.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
20 seconds left. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Edgar. 4 seconds for the end of round one. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Guida gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Superman punch now. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedowns. Nice.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Guida. Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Side control now. Guida's in half guard. Right into side mount. Guida's got the full mount.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you get the half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Nicely done. Guida's back in full mount. 20 seconds to go, round 2. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Guida. 2 rounds in the books.
Excellent job last round. Really left the ground control. This round, we want to do the exact same thing. Let's start this off with a big takedown.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
Straight punch is good. Effective lead right hand there by Edgar.
That was a nice transition. That was right off the strike into the takedown, and it looked effortless. It did not look like he had to work hard to finish his takedown at all.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Edgar's in half guard. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Guida's back in full guard.
Big shots.
Ground and pound strike there now. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
In the half guard.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Edgar's right back to the full mount. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Edgar.
Another strike gets through from the top position. He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike. This man is landing brutal.
Huge elbow there. Frankie Edgar working hard for the finish here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Edgar. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready?
Fourth round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
He's lucky his his head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Edgar's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. Beautiful transition.
Guida's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Lands with the ground and pound here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Edgar.
He passes to half guard.
And now he's got the back. Edgar's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Edgar's got his back yet again. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Edgar's back in full mount. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
More power shots, he was more aggressive. This time, I need you to dig deep. I need you to get in there close and pound away.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Landed a solid punch there. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Trying to establish that jab once again. Back and forth we go.
Frankie pulls everything in 2, 3, 4 punches at a time.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. There's the shot. There's the takedown by Edgar. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Edgar's has got full mount now.
That was nice.
Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Edgar. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Oh, he's got his back. And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You've doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 27 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Well, he always seems to have the answer. Frankie Edgar getting his hand raised yet again. The future UFC Hall of Famer still proving without a shadow of a doubt that